The government's looking all but certain it'll implement a tax on electric vehicle drivers. So what would that mean? Well, for a long time, the government's tried to find ways to make EVs cheaper through tax incentives. One of the perks for drivers is it can be cheaper to charge an EV than it is to fill up a car. A part of that is because for a 50-litre tank of fuel, you pay about $26 in what's called the fuel excise tax. Some of that goes into the maintenance of the roads, and fuel-powered car drivers have argued that EV owners are getting a free ride. The EV Council wants the charge to apply to all drivers so that EVs are still the cheaper option.
We also support a road user charge that is applied to all cars and encourages Australians to get into non-emitting vehicles in a sense that reduces the price for people who are getting into electric cars.
The NRMA supports the idea of a broad-based charge, arguing the government can no longer rely on a petrol tax.
As the fleet and the make and models of the vehicles that we drive on our roads change, we need to reform.
But the government's ruled that out, saying that would charge petrol drivers twice.
Our focus in road user charging is on electric vehicles. We're not trying to work out ways to double tax internal combustion engines.
So how much would EV drivers pay? If it's anything like the proposals in Victoria and New South Wales, it would be just under 3 cents a kilometre for EV drivers and slightly less for hybrids. For EV drivers, that adds up to about $350 a year and $280 for hybrids. But there are still questions about how the charge would be collected. The Victorian scheme involved submitting an odometer reading when renewing your car's registration. It's not clear whether the states would collect the money and share it with the Commonwealth or whether there'd be another process altogether. The government's been working with the states on these issues. It says it wants to create a scheme that doesn't put the brakes on EVs.